Yep, that's right, it's ID review time, but before that, I'm gonna tempo on it 3 times. There's no fucking way. Okay. I okay. This is big braid right there. Um so the reason I did this is I told Jameis I'd pull on the banner until I got Hohenheim Gregor. Um I really thought it'd take more. Let's just do this to get it down to 20. Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna do 2 more and spend all the tickets. That's an eagle, right? Oh no, it's it's Rabbit Heathcliff. Nice. Brother. Okay. Yeah, okay, that would have been a little bit unreasonable. Hello, War Peace saying. Well, that was okay. Sure. Just missing him now. Oh, I really just okay, whatever. Let's take a look. I'll look at Gregor first because I pulled him. So coin power plus water to meet the conditions. We already knew that. It's pretty easy to meet because of his speed range. His speed is 1 or slower, so you can even naturally hit that with 1 bind. He has 50% chance to hit that. It's pretty easy. If target has Dazzle, I believe you need your max thing if you want to burn take. Does this try and lose a 1 stack? How many? What's the max stack? I mean, this isn't that bad actually. It's 10% more damage from basic attack skills, but it doesn't say his. So this is just like this is basically a fragile. If you have 20 burn, yeah, that's really difficult. Defense level -2 is not that relevant, but we could say it's fragile and a half. And then what's the panic effect? 1 bind, 2 offense level down. It's fine. It's a pretty normal skill 1, or 11, 13, 15, depending on conditions. 2 burn, 3 sinking. This is quite a large amount actually. Is this sanity different? I doubt it. Okay, I just have to check. Alright, this is a 4 coin skill 2. Rolls 15. 2 clash power. Again, really easy to pretty easy to meet. Rolls 18. Or no, wait. Clash is 21. Rolls 19. 3 count, 2 count. This is pretty good to have this twice. And the skill is Pierce, yes? Yeah. Oh yeah, because he goes hammer, hammer, shoot, shoot. It's quite strong. You'll do 10% more damage from this. This condition is also just free. This is so easy. He's never not going to have conditions met. 2 burn count. It's pretty normal for a skill 2. He is sinking negative. I doubt he'll be that good on sinking. But sinking is just like a fine. Oh, he'll be fine actually, because he's replacing Linton, who already isn't that good. I guess the only issue is he doesn't use Solemn Lament as well as Linton does, but whatever. Salvation for those enchanted by the lamp. Coin power +1 and 40%. So yeah, it's pretty normal. I roll 17, 20 with the first condition, 23 with both. Clash power +3. Oh, never mind. He can get coin boost. This is a lot harder, I imagine, than Linton's, which is just use the skill 3, but 3 dazzle. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, because you have 40% here. The skill is going to roll quite high because the last coin will be rolling 23. We'll say you have 10% from Dazzle because that's pretty free. And then you'll do 60% more, so like 110% more damage, and then redealt 80% as gloom damage, which if you can get a Pride Gloom Fatal enemy, this will do pretty absurd damage because it'll double dip on weaknesses. If not, if they're just weak to 1, that's still quite high. Pride Gloom Pierce Fatal enemy, he'll probably just annihilate. Though granted, Pride Gloom Fatal enemies already get annihilated by sinking thanks to Knight of Despair Rodion. But gloom damage is not very existent on the burn team. It's like, in fact, the only one I can think of is Gregor's counter, Fire Fist Gregor counter. Is this better than Fire Fist? Would you run this over Fire Fist? You might. The Dazzle is pretty useful. What's the defense? I actually don't remember. Gain Lamp. Take HP damage equal to 1%. This is pretty nice. So how much? This gives him only 1 bind. This didn't give him any bind. But Lamp, I believe, gives you bind. Oh yeah, it gives you a lot of bind. Wow, wait, this is awesome, insane. This just sets you up instantly. 10 aggro, and there at 3 dazzle. Okay, yeah, so 1 turn of setup to get skill 3. Never mind. He can use Solomon just as well as Linton. The aggro is a bit odd, because he's not really that tanky. He has high defense level and HP, but there's no like shield or anything inherently in his kit. Passives, turn start get a lamp. External effects cannot change this unit's min and max speeds. It's an interesting effect, and then yeah, you can clash regardless. We're getting haste gain 1 clash power up instead. He didn't have anything that gives him haste, did he? This said other allies? It says other, yeah. What does Gregor have that gives him haste inherently, like an ego? Nothing comes to mind. But I don't know if he used like Crow's Eye View Yi Sang or something. And then 1 defense level for every ally. So on the sinking team, this is actually 3. Because it's him, Rodion, and Dawn, if you just run those 3. And even if you don't run Dawn, it's him, Rodion, and Yi Sang. So yeah, it's always 3. On burn, it's him and Otis, so it'll be 2. It's not bad. This is probably not a relevant thing. Gain 1 lamp for every 2 gloom resonance. It's not gonna happen on the burn team really, but it doesn't matter because he can just get 8 lamp from this. And he has like a 5 SP. It's not that much, but whatever. Guardians of the Fort. Earliest deployment, right? Okay, and this just heals you. Yeah. Minus coins lose 8 SP. I don't think this is actually useful. I guess on the sinking team, you could run Dawn and put this on her. This would help her issue of needing you to hit 4 envy resonance 3 times to get a negative. But this would just put her, like, force her negative. Because Rodion obviously doesn't need this at all. But I feel this effect is just nicer. Plus 2 offense level. You can just throw that on any unit. I really like this one, is this unit. Interestingly, this is before attack. So if you counter it or guard it, you would actually just not get this effect. What's the support passive? Yeah, it's 3 resonance. Okay. This is... Okay, hold on. Super niche thing here. depending on your unit, this is actually an insane passive for solos. Because this passive, this is uncapped, but it's always been balanced by units just not having access to aggro. But now there's a passive that gives you aggro alongside this passive. So in a solo run, it's granted it's not easy. You need to hit 4 Wrath Resonance and have 5 Gluttony, but that is a combo that exists now. Okay, I think he easily replaces Linton. I think he quite comfortably replaces Linton. I don't know what Linton's really doing better, except sinking count. But sinking count has not really been that big of an issue on that team for a long time. Does way more damage than Linton, and he uses Solemn Lament just as well because of this plus coin boost. The only thing is it's once per turn, but like no one's double slotting Linton to abuse Solemn Lament. He has way more utility thanks to his, and he basically has infinite speed thanks to his passive. He can just always dictate clashes. He can buff allies to some extent with this and his Guardians of the Forest. Which I'm trying to think who is the best unit on sinking to put that on. It's not Rodion. He can't put it on himself. It's probably Yi Sang actually, because Yi Sang tanks his own sanity. He's another tank for that team, which they don't really need, but yeah, I mean, he seems pretty good. On Burn, I don't know if he replaces Fire Fist, but he should help Burn with certain fights, because Burn doesn't really have access to Gloom damage, and he gives you an extremely powerful Gloom damage skill 2 alongside this skill 3. Does he roll better than Fire Fist? I don't think so, right? Fire Fist rolls better. And like Fire Fist is so hard to pass up because this passive is insane. It's a 40% bonus damage passive just by default. And he obviously puts way more burn, like he has 2 burn, 2 count on it, yeah, so same roll here. This rolls 20. So he clashes 1 higher, but this skill 2, yeah, I mean, Hohenheim Gregor does have a way better skill 2 in terms of damage. But this skill 3 is way better in terms of damage. Yeah, because this does like 250% bonus damage. So I don't know. I don't know if he replaces Fire Fist. I'd say there's an argument for both. Probably doesn't matter that much. Then what do you do? Let's look at Sinclair. First thing, your sanity is the same, right? There's no way. Yeah, okay, there's no way. I probably need to look at your passives first. Any access is converted to Movement Azure. Okay, your max is 15, not 50 like Ren. 2 shields for every stack, so 30. Oh, your max is 20. You can just gain 15 a turn. Okay. So 40 shield and 20 more crit damage. That's pretty good. And he has this passive to gain 5 SP and 1 slash power. Pride Resin divided by 2 plus 1 poise. Max force. You need 6 resonance to get that. That's really easy. And he naturally avoids poise and turn decay. Really simple passive. Allies fastest speed. He has 5 SP and gains 5 shield. It's actually quite a bad passive to be honest, but a support passive, but whatever. Anyway. So I'm just gonna assume that this is triggering for, I'll say 3 poise a turn. I don't know. Getting all the 4 every turn will be a little bit hard. Does he have a pride defensive? He does, right? Yeah, okay. It's not that hard. No, whatever. We'll assume he gets 4 poise a turn. So 3 count, that's very good. It's actually an insane poise gain skill 1. 3 count, 4 potency. So he could be 8 by 3 poise turn 1. That's pretty good. 2 bleed count. That's actually not bad. 2 count on a skill 1. And you can get 2 haste. Rolls 15. Alright, skill 2. 16 base roll. Base power plus 2, so 18. This is just insane, no? 3 poise, 1 count. And this gives you counts, you won't just kill all your poise. This just seems insane to me. Because it's a 28 rolling 4 coin skill too. That's ridiculous. The unfocused volley is probably more of a downside. Honestly, I think unfocused volley is useful against like fodder enemies, but against bosses you'd rather just focus a part down. But you can just attack rate manipulate that to not hit the wrong things. The poise is really good. Yeah, he'll hit max poise so fast. Because this is 3, 1, 1, so 3 potency, 2 count. So actually a lot worse than this. Yeah, 1 less potency, 1 less count. But he's still getting 4 potency from the passive. And none of his skills can go negative actually, in terms of count. Even if you double crit here, it's 3 count, you lose 2. This one, if you quadruple crit, this gives you count on hit, so it's still net neutral. And then he naturally avoids turn and decay. Yeah, okay, his poise is not at all an issue for him. I'm gonna look at his defensive first. That seems ridiculous. Yeah, because turn 1, let's say you get 8 Pride Resonance. 8, 7, or 6. 6 is enough. Which is easy on the team that he'd naturally beat. Wait, turn 1, you could get Pride Resonance. Like 6. He'd get 4 extra. He'd be 12 by 2. And then Captain Ishmael could hit him. And he'd use this. He could have 14 by 5 poise on turn 1. Yeah, that's pretty insane. What does Swerve do? Gain shield, you want to move like Azure Bates. Okay, so this is just doubling up on your shield. So you would have 60 shield. Notably, he doesn't lose this. Like Ren lost this when he got hit. Sinclair doesn't lose Moonlit Azure Blade. And this gives you a shit ton of count, and you get 2 more crit damage out. So if you evade before going into your next turn, your crits do 60% bonus damage. That's insane. 70% bonus damage on a 28 rolling 4 coin skill 2. Okay, whatever. What's the skill 3? Base roll is 22. That's quite good. 50% more damage for every excess attack weight beyond the number. Yeah, okay. So it's like a better version of Kim, or like Don Quixote Laser Beam skill 3 converted to Unbreakable. I like it says all coins, but there's only one. Coin power plus 1, base power plus 1. Poise, yeah, okay, 20 poise and 20 Azure Blade is enough. That's not that hard. That takes really like 2 turns, because the skill itself gives you 7. 20 poise takes 2 turns, and then 20 more Azure Blade would take like 1 more, maybe. And with all that, you roll 10 extra, rolls 32? Okay, how much attack weight? Okay, only 3. It's only 3. I thought it'd be 5. I really thought it'd be 5, like Red, but... It's also interesting that it's only consumes 10. Isn't this skill insane? If you target one body part, it does 100% bonus damage, rolls 32. 70% more bonus damage. And then naturally you do 60% more damage from critting, so 230% bonus damage. And then it real deals 25% of that as slash damage. That's pretty good. Though honestly, yeah, it does more damage if you get the attack weight, depending on the enemy's weaknesses. Oh, and you could have 20% more damage. Oh no, I already factored that in. That's the 60%. You see, you have one power up from your passive. This could roll 33. Is that not what pulverization round rolls? Yeah, what the fuck? Obviously, it doesn't do as much damage as pulverization round, but it rolls the same as pulverization round. I mean, obviously, this unit replaces BL Sinclair. I don't think that was ever in question, but he's better than Sank by quite a bit. I guess he's not as fast. He only gets 2 haste on skill 1. This skill 1 does so much. It's 4x3 poise, 2 bleed count, and 2 haste. I don't think he's very good on bleed still, because that's his only source of count. So he has 6 count throughout his entire kit. But Sinclair doesn't have a better bleed ID, because Enclair doesn't really put that much, and this unit doesn't put bleed count, like, at all. Yeah, he doesn't put any bleed count. Does this? I doubt it. Yeah, no, it doesn't. He doesn't have any bleed synergy in his passives. And then this unit also just doesn't... Yeah, he doesn't put any bleed either. So this is Sinclair's best bleed ID. I'm trying to think, 6 count in a full skill rotation is not even that bad. Because if we look at, like, say Princess Rodian, she has no count here, she has 2 count here, and she has 1 count here. So that's 5 count in a full rotation, so that's more than Rodian. And then, like, Kurokuma Ishmael again has 2 count here, and 2 here, but she consumes 3. So he does put more count in a full rotation than a lot of other bleed IDs do. Because even like Heathcliff is 2 count here, and then no count on skill 3. And Rules doesn't also put any either. He does kind of outpace a lot of other bleed IDs. Faust would still beat him because Nails put so much. Otis has terrible count application. He gets beat by like Kurokumo Ryoshu? Because she puts like 3 count on skill 2? But you're not running Kurokuma Ryoshu on a bleed team, and even like she has 1 count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of words. Yeah, 6 count on rotation is pretty damn good. Yeah, like he's actually not even that bad for bleed. This unit is really good. Yeah, I think both these guys are quite strong. Well, that's the... actually, hold on, I want to check one thing. Is there any egos Gregor has that naturally give haste? I don't think so. The Hohenheim is pretty good with this ego, because he is tanky. And it is burn, oddly. It's a burn tremor for some reason. I'm so confused why this does 5 damage. Anyway. AADD doesn't give haste, does it? No. Bygone Days, I don't think does, though it is sinking. The passive is Ego Resources though. Yeah. Suddenly one day obviously doesn't. Garden of Thorns. Does he used it well? Not that well. And Lantern doesn't. Yeah, Gregor doesn't really naturally have access to haste, so that's mostly gonna just synergize with other things. Does Sinclair have a Poise Ego? Just gonna go check everything. Oh, Chris's Nightmare, I don't have you. Tremor, Sinking. Offense and defense on one out. I guess he's fine with that ego. I don't believe Sinclair has a Poise Ego. Am I not even missing a Sinclair Ego? Oh wow, I'm not. I have every Sinclair Ego. Oh. Oops, not what I meant to do. Let's take a look then. Yeah, he doesn't have a Poise Ego. None of these really help him that much. What is Tears of Tarnished Blood passive? Does it have a negative effect or lost its HP or SP, heal 5 SP? Yeah, it's not a very good passive for him. I don't think he'd really get that. And then what did you do? Gives you 4 offense level. What does Denial do? It's like the first time you die, don't, right? Yeah. Interestingly, he doesn't actually deal some damage with his ego. I forgot about that. Or like, it doesn't kill him solely like Hong Wu's does. You can stack this quite fast though, actually. Thanks to Red and Claire just being able to block it. Like, he has shield to just get hits. Yeah, okay. What is it? Lantern's just healing, right? Yeah, it's just healing. Well, okay, yeah, both these IDs are quite strong. I think Gregor is easily on sinking now. I think he's probably better than Fire Fist. Just because he actually fills a niche on the team that no one else does. There's like no Gloom on this team. Yeah, because the 3 Gloom is Hong Lu. So if I just replace him... Oh, that Hong Lu still has Gloom. I don't know. Like, Hong Lu's not on this team, so it doesn't matter. Like, fucking Feng Hun. Yeah, there's literally no Gloom on this team whatsoever. There's not really an alternative you could run on anyone to fix that. You could run Dawn Claire over Thumb, but that just feels incorrect to me. Dawn Claire has so many issues as opposed to Thumb, and Thumb helps Capo so much. So if you just run Hohenheim instead, you get access to Gloom. He still has a Wrath skill 1, so he doesn't fuck your Wrath resonance for your passive activations. And Pride isn't that common on this team. You do have access to high Pride damage because Dark Flame is Pride. It's still not that common. Because now this team has really high Wrath damage, obviously. It does really high Lust damage thanks to him, just in general. But this would give you a really high Gloom damage skill and a very high... This is not really like a Pride nuking skill, right? It's just Dark Flame. But Gregor's skill 3 gives you like an actual Pride nuke that can let you deal a shit ton of Pride damage before you have Burn stacked to 99. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's replacing Fire Fist. That and just like the inherent consistency of a unit that always clashes no matter what. Pretty good. Anyway, that's the idea review.